Good morning, dear students. Good morning, dear students. My name is Islam Shafkar. Today's topic, hemodynamic disorders. Healthy circulation system, normal blood volume, homeostasis. Normal homeostasis, vessel while integrating intravascular pressure, osmolarity, normal hemostasis. Edema, hyperemia, and congestion, thrombosis, and embolism, infection, hemorrhagic shock. Three major causes of morbidity and mortality: myocardial infection, pulmonary embolism, cerebral vascular accidents. Increased fluid in the distal tissue space, general and local pathogenesis, vascular hydrostatic pressure, plasma colloid osmotic pressure, lymphatic drainage. In increased hydrostatic pressure, reduced plasma osmotic pressure, lymphatic obstruction, sodium and water refinage. Morphology: microscopic planning and separation of the extracellular matrix elements. Cell swelling, subcutaneous edema, pulmonary edema, edema of the brain. Hydrotox, hydropericardium, hydroperitoneum, anasarca, clinical correlation from a known to fatal indicates subtly disease, benefit of harmful. Hyperemia and congestion, a lack of increasing volume of blood in a particular tissue, arterial hyperemia, venous hyperemia. Hyperemia, active process, raised temperature, increased volume, and changed function. Congestion, passive process, general of local, reddish blue color, low temperature, increasing volume, edema, decreased function. Types: physiological, pathological. Signifies: benefits, plate supply of oxygenation, functional enhancement, nutrition substance, hazards, itchy, hemorrhage, stroke. Causes: systemic generals of pulmonary, local venous compression or obstruction, external compression, occlusion, flumen, paralysis of neurogenic modulation. Congestion: chronic congestion, anoxia, metabolism obstruction, parenchymal, intestinal fibrosis, incision endothelial, base membrane degeneration, raised venous pressure. Morphology: gross hemorrhagia and weak, microscopic ridge of red blood cells in small wells. Lung: acute pulmonary congestion, growth, lung swollen, lung which, shining pleura, edematous fluid flow, outward coating the lung. Microscope: alveolar capillaries highly dilated, alveolar cavity filled with eosinophilic edema fluid. Manifestation: pink colored formers. Lung: chronic pulmonary congestion, growth, hard, with brown spots, scattered, brown induration. Microscopic: septic, thickened, and fibrosis, alveolar spaces constantly, 8 fiery cells. Manifestation: rasty sputum, dyspnea. Liver: acute hepatic congestion. Microscopic: dilation of central vein and sinusoids with blood, atrophy, degeneration, and necrosis of central hepatocytes. Liver: chronic hepatic congestion. Growth: red-brown zones attenuated against the yellow surround zones. Microscopic: centrilobular necrosis and congestion and penelobular feature change fibrosis. Causes: rupture of blood vessels, trauma, peptic ulcer, aneurysm, atherosclerosis, diabetes, enlarged and depleted gap, the integrity of the vessel remains intact. Hemorrhage: petechi, purpose, ecchymosis, hematoma, hemotorus, hemopericardium, hemoperitoneum, hemarthrosis. The clinical significations depends on the volume, the rate of loss and the city, hemorrhagic shock, stroke. Normal hemostasis, maintain blood in a fluid, clot-free state, localized hemostatic plaque. Thrombosis, blood clot, formation in cardiovascular system of a living body. Hemostasis, three components: vascular wall, platelets, coagulation cascade, events in hemostasis, vasoconstriction, primary hemostasis, secondary hemostasis, antithrombotic counter-regulation. Endothelium antithrombic, thrombotic, antiplatelet, anticoagulant, fibrinolytic, prothrombotic. Platelet, adhesion, secretion, aggregation, coagulation, cascade. Thrombosis, pathogenesis, endothelial injury, turbulence of blood flow, hypercoagulation. Morphology, arterial thrombo, venous thrombo, lineage of Z, pale platelet and fibrin layers, dark erythrocytes, rich layers. Thrombosis, lines of Z. Microscope, platelets trabecular, neutrophil fibrous red cells. Types: plate thrombus, mixed thrombus, red thrombus, hyaline thrombus. Moral thrombus, occlusive thrombus, globular thrombus, vegetation. Bacterial thrombus, tumor thrombus. UC, moral thrombus, vegetation, hyaline thrombus. Thrombosis, differentiation between thrombus from postmortem clot. Thrombus, dry, large surface, hard, ribble, less of zinc, primarily attached, slit, deduct, concentration, fragmentation, generated in bowls. Postmortem close, wheat and gelatinous, chicken fat, supernatant, small surface, soft, gelatinous, homogeneous, no attachment, no slit. Thrombosis fate, propagation and obstruction, dissolution, embolization, organization, recanalization, calcification. Clinical correlation, venous thrombus, varicocele embolism, DVT, trauma, surgery, postpartum, cancer-associated thrombus. Cardiac and arterial thrombus, neurothrombus, cardiac infarction, rheumatoid heart disease, embolism, peripheral, brain, kidney, spleen. Thrombosis, disseminated intravascular coagulation. Usually happens in many severe disorders. Coagulation system is activated. Consumption of coagulation substance and activation of fibrinolytic systems. Occlusion of cardiovascular system by some insoluble mass. The mass is termed embolus, solid, liquid, gaseous mass. Thromboembolism, 99%, fat, iron, amniotic fluid, tumor fragments, bits of bone, marrow. Route of embolia, arterial embolia, venous embolia, portal vein embolia, paradoxal embolia, retrograde embolia. Pulmonary thromboembolism, inside this, 20, 25, 100,000 hospitalizations, source 95% from DVT adults. Results depends on the size number of the clinical setting. Few follow with small size, asymptomatic infection, numerous small embolism, medium-sized embolism, hemorrhagic infection, large embolism, sudden death, steady embolism. Systemic thromboembolism, source 80% from intracardiac mural thrombi, aortic aneurysms, ulcerate liquid vegetation, target sites, lower extremities, brain, intestine, kidney, spleen, consequence infection. Fat embolism, source, fractures of long bones, soft tissue trauma, results, pulmonary embolism, cerebral embolism, split cell stunning, students 3. Fat embolism, pathogenesis, obstruction and toxic effect of free fat acid. Symptoms: tachypnea, dyspnea, tachycardia, irritability, resistance, delusional coma, anemia, and thrombocytopenia. Gas embolism, source, extragenetic transfusion, endogenic cation descent of decompression sickness. Rather small amount of gas might be absent, of which the heart ventricular interrupted, the blood flow causes gas embolism in multiple organs, brain and pulmonary. Amniotic fluid embolism, low incidency with high mortality rate. Amniotic fluid may enter vascular system through sinusoid with placent attached. Turns cervical vessels. Embolism causes squamous epithelial cells, lung or higher fetal feces, mutant KUZATIB, multiple embolism, reflex vasoconstriction, pulmonary embolism, allergic shock. Infection. The formation of a localized area of ischemic necrosis with a tissue organ to impaired epithelial supply of the venous range. The necrosis area is called infarct, an extremely important cause of clinical illness, myocardial infarction, cerebral infection. Causes: occlusion of arterial supply of venous range, thrombus, embolism, arteriovenous plaques, external compression, functional spasm of arterial. Types: white infarct, red infarct, septic infarct. Infection: white infarct, arterial occlusion, solid compact organs, few collateral circulation, spleen, kidney, heart, brain. Morphology: growth, dull-tail, dry, wax, sapid microarticulation, hemorrhagic zone, sorority. Microscopical, ischemic coagulation necrosis, hemorrhagical zone inflammation and granulation tissue. Most integral organization and scarring in the end. You see spleen infection. You see cardiac infection. You see brain infection. Infraction, red infarction, arterial occlusion, venous occlusion, lost tissue, dual circulation. Previously congested, re-established blood flow to a site of previous arterial occlusion necrosis. Hemorrhagic infection of the lung, macro, round wicked, chapped duct, red, solitary, base beneath the pleura, fibrin exudation. Microscopic, cognitive necrosis, large amounts of ribicate islet in alveolar space, obscurity structure. You see hemorrhagic infection of the intestine. Septic infection, bacterial contagion, embolia, myform, abscess, and pus. Fate of infarct, enzymatic lysis, liquefaction, and absorption, organization with scar formation, encapsulation, and calcification. Factors that influence development of an infection. Nature of the vascular supply, rate of development of occlusion, related to hypoxia, oxygen content of blood. Thank you very much.